the food tech industry is definitely growing. In Singapore, there's so many more food tech companies now compared to 3 or 4 years ago.
The food tech industry has never been so exciting. From plant-based to precision fermentation to cultivated meat, new technologies have emerged and has found ways to integrate itself within the age-old food industry. And these technologies are advancements that truly addresses the needs of a food supply system that needs to be more sustainable and more nutritious. This is a new era as we rethink how food is created and how we can exponentially increase the productivity comparative to what it is today.
Food supply globally needs to grow to feed a growing population. When it comes to seafood, many of our fish are still wild caught, and those populations are in decline due to climate change and overfishing. And so for us, the focus is to enable food tech to become a helpful solution in the face of growing climate challenges. I think Singapore is leading this, especially in Asia, as the hub for the development and launch of these technologies. One of the biggest opportunities in the seafood space, because it's one of the few places where we still have to wild catch almost 100 million tons of fish a year. And that means that there's a lot of seafood supply that's at risk from pollution in our oceans, from climate change, and from overfishing. And so for us, we see the opportunity in species like eel that have been in decline for 2 decades, but are iconic in Japan and Korea, and the opportunity to help preserve that cultural food tradition for future generations is something that we're excited and passionate about.
Considerable progress has been made within the cultivated meat and seafood industry, and much is yet to be done to democratize the underlying technology. And one such opportunity would be the development of fit-for-purpose systems, where we think beyond the standards that are typically referred from the biopharmaceutical and biomedical research industry, and redefine the processes so as to cater to the specific needs of the industry at large. This would pave the way for a new era within the industry, and this is exactly what Fisheroo is pioneering.
Many opportunities in the food tech industry, including sustainability for the environment, sustainability for health. For Alchemy FoodTech, we're very much focused on health sustainability and trying to make the everyday foods that we eat healthier for everyone through our technology usage.
Environmental sustainability is at the top of our list even during the R&D stage, as we actively pursue recyclable and reusable consumables throughout the process, and also engage in group buys to reduce unnecessarily huge purchases that will lead to wastage at the end of the day. We are inculcating sustainability within the food production system in 5 key angles. First would be resource efficiency, where we reduce the amount of resources required to produce 1 kg of wholly edible fish. Waste minimization, where we only produce what is required or what is edible. And to extend to that, we are reducing the supply chain so as to minimize the waste across the entire supply chain. And fourth would be speed to harvest, where we significantly reduce the production cycle. And last but not least would be food security, where we reduce the dependency of fishes in our ocean.
Sustainability means something we can do for hundreds of years that continues to be able to operate without degrading the inputs or environment in which it operates. And so our goal is to produce seafood that is making biodiversity more stable, that is reducing carbon footprint, but is also using greener energy sources as well. We think of a more comprehensive approach to sustainability as essential to making sure the food system can survive and thrive for the next 50 years.
Currently, we are exporting to the Philippines and gotten distributors in Indonesia, in Thailand, and China. We're actually building a team in China as well. So we're very much focused on increasing our foothold in different parts of Asia. Currently, our technology is also patented in more than 18 countries. So I think this also allows us capacity to expand overseas since we already have patents in many of the countries that we want to enter.
Our goal is global technology that can be localized around the world. And so we are building application centers and expansion sites with partners in key geographies so that we can produce food locally to reduce production costs and transportation. So we have already started collaborations and strategic partner discussions in North Asia, Japan, and South Korea. And we're also starting to have conversations with partners in the US and Europe, and are looking at building this company globally over the next few years?
Well, we are going to set up a R&D hub here in Singapore, which will serve as the foundation for us and to leverage on the multiple institutes of higher learning. But as we expand, we'll definitely look into other key markets such as Japan, Korea, or even China, as we intend to localize production and to bring cultivated fish closer to the consumers.